video we are going to speak about some myth people they carry on and they speak around in the internet and YouTube, etc. And for sure it's not your fault to believe in it, because there is a big propaganda working in that direction. Now I got this picture from Google, where under the license of a free to use and share. As you see, it's a person reading the Quran, and for sure we mean no insult to anyone in what we are going to talk about. Most of people, they say to you, especially Muslims, they say to you that Quran is the top Arabic language ever created. And in this video we are going to show that this is absolutely not true. First of all, the Quran is not even close to be top in anything. The Quran is a book full of errors and mistakes, starting from grammatical errors and going through spelling errors, taking off letters, pronunciation is wrong. There's tons of problems in the Quran. Now, because the Quran is a holy book for the Muslims, now who dare to say Allah is wrong? Allah need to go to school again? For sure nobody dare to say so. Yet there is many people who they are willing to tell you the truth. First of all, we need to ask ourselves a question. When somebody says to me, Quran is the top of Arabic, well, was Arabic exist before Quran, or Quran was exist before Arabic? If the Quran is a top book, he should not use actually a language and words and letters is exist before it. As simple as that. Because I'm just using what you created, not what God created. So when God he use a language which is created by man, and then he tries supposedly to prove to us that he is good in that language, that would be very funny. For anyway, you are using the language I made for you. You could not come with your own. Number two, the Quran is not even an Arabic book. If we go to the Quran, just to give you an example, the Quran claim, as an example, chapter 16, verse number 103, that this is a pure Arabic book. This is very pure. Not only, like, it's not just an Arabic, this is very pure Arabic book. You can click at any translation, which I do not approve any of them, and right now I'm working in the translation of the Quran to give you a very accurate translation. If we go to the supposedly the most knowledgeable between those who claim to be a big sheikh, his name is Yusuf Ali, he's from Pakistan. Look what he says about this verse. I apologize, my computer is slow. Alright. So Yusuf Ali is saying that this is simply what he mean here. You can read it. We indeed that they say it is a man that teach him. The reason this verse saying that, because there was a guy, his name is Bil'am, and he was supposedly, some they say he's a Christian, some they say he is a Jew, and Muhammad used to go a lot to see him and learn from him. So people, they said to him, you know what you are telling us is what you learn from Balaam. We saw you. You keep going there, listening to him, because he keep reading his book loud. So Allah supposedly made a verse here saying to them, well, you know what, the tongue of him, which means Balaam, is a foreign, because this guy is not even an Arab. But this is a pure and a clear Arabic. And I find this is very funny proof that this is not Muhammad copying from others, because first of all, well, the one you are talking to is an Arab too, and they know if this guy is a foreign, he speak Arabic or not. So the accusation will not make sense if you don't speak Arabic at all. Correct? Secondly, if Muhammad is going to him always, why Muhammad going to him if this guy don't speak Arabic? And why Muhammad he listen to him if he do not know Arabic? So either Muhammad he speak more than one language, and that will make sense then, or the guy he speak Arabic very well and Muhammad is learning from him. Otherwise people, they are accusing him that you keep going to Balaam. So explain to us why, you know. And Balaam is a very well-known person who read his Bible loud. Now, I believe that Balaam is one of those Jews who they are Nasara, not Christians. I made videos about this before. I don't want to go there. However, if you concentrate with me here, the Quran says and insists that this is a pure Arabic, and I will show you how the Quran doesn't make sense at all, and it's not made by someone have high authority in Arabic. Forget about God now. We know that there's no God behind the Quran, but just to show you that the one who made the Quran is just a copy paste. He don't know even what is Arabic, what is pure Arabic. If we go to different verse in the Quran, in chapter 6 verse 1 verse number 74, we will see that Abraham, you know Abraham, right? He's the father of the prophet in the Old Testament. So his name is coming in the Quran too. His name is Ibrahim. وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ لِأَبِيهِ آزَرَ. Now, Azara here, no Muslim knows what this means. So what they do, they think, or they thought that the word Azara supposedly is the name of the father of Abraham. So look where the translation comes because of this ignorance. So also, did we show Abraham the power of the law, etc.? Hold on, just hold on. When my Firefox is not functioning correctly, sorry for that. Alright, you see the translation? I'm trying to make it bigger so you guys can see it, but when we zoom in, the page flip. Alright, Lu Abraham said to his father Azar. So the Muslims, and that means the Arab, including the Arab, they could not recognize that Azar is not the name of the father of Abraham. All of us, we know that the father of Abraham is not Azar. You can go to the Old Testament and you will see this is a very bad mistake. So either we accept that the Quran have a mistake and error in the name of the father of Abraham, which is going to be very funny, or we accept that the Quran is not pure Arabic, and that will be a contradiction for what the other verse saying that the Quran is a pure Arabic. Simply, Azar is an Aramaic word mean foolish. Foolish. So if you replace the word Azar with the word foolish, you will see that it makes sense. He's saying to him, foolish, are you going to take idols as God? That makes sense, right? But he said to his father Azar. What do you mean he said to his father Azar? He have two fathers. Why you want to name his father? He have one father. Imagine I say, and he said to his father James. His father James, like there is other father. Either you use the word father, and that there's no need to say the name, or you say the name, and then there is no need to use the word father, because for sure we will know that this is his father. So his father Azar, because simply he said to him foolish, because Muhammad, the old Quran simply was written in a merged book, which is contain Aramaic and Arabic. It's a newborn baby of two languages. This is why we see, because Muhammad is stealing from people who speak Aramaic, as simple as that. So he's copying the story, and he do not know what Azar mean. Muhammad himself do not know what Azar mean. They told him this is what happened. He told his father Azar. So Muhammad put it in the Quran. Muhammad and Abraham said to his father Azar. But do Muhammad know what Azar mean? He do not know. But yet the Quran claim that the Quran is a pure Arabic. And for sure we can show you a long list of words have nothing to do with Arabic. It's amazing how many. Including the word Quran. Even the word Quran is not an Arabic word. The word Quran is coming from the word Qura, which means Qarra wa Ra'a. Qarra, which means he say by his lips. Ra'a, which means he saw by his eyes. This is an Aramaic word merged together to make Qara'a Quran. Quran actually is not even correct in Arabic, but it makes sense more in the Aramaic. So the Quran have nothing to do with being the best, and actually we have in the history something it's called al-mu'allaqat. You can go and search in Wikipedia, and you will see al-mu'allaqat According to all Arab, including Muslims today, they agree that this is the top ever Arabic written, and this is long before Islam. Some of them even like a little bit before Muhammad became or claimed to be a prophet. So those Al-Mu'allaqat was one of the best of the Arabian history about Arabic poet written, and they used to hang it in Al-Kaaba, not necessarily the Kaaba of Quraysh. There was 26 Kaaba. So what those people they do, they have a festival. You know, the Arab before Muhammad, they were a lot more civil from Muhammad time. When Muhammad came, he forbid them from making poetry and doing those things. But before that, they used to have a festival for poet. So those people, they make thousands of lines of poet, imagine, and they don't use the word almost twice. This is how powerful they are in making poetry. But the Quran is a very, very funny book full of repeating words. As an example, if I go right now to the Quran, just to show you that this book is nothing but repeating, because they have nothing to say. Look, this is the same verse exactly in front of you. Same verse. I'm not talking about same word now. The same verse. The same verse. Look, look, look. Look. The same verse. 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 The same. The same. The same. The same. You know, the same verse. Like, where is the book? Where is the book? You know, if you do that in Arabic, you get 0. If you repeat the same thing, people will say, look like you are out of words and you have nothing to say, so thank you very much, your Arabic is very weak. The same. Where is the unique, you know, if we go to the point of those men, we will see how fantastic it is. They don't even repeat the same word twice. And they use unique words, and it's very strong in structures. So the Quran is a very, very weak Arabic book. It's not what people say, especially Muslims. Remember, Muslims, they try, because their prophet have no miracles, so they try to make the Quran is a miracle. But the fact the Quran is not miracle at all, it is the opposite. And this is why actually you can go and read my book. It's called Quran and Science, and you will see how there's tons of errors, scientific errors, historic errors, all kind of errors in the Quran. As you see, like it's endless. I'm just flipping pages. Same verse all over the Quran. This is not, imagine Shakespeare, he repeat the same sentence in the same page forever. That is not even funny. That is even very silly. So what we notice here, that what Muslims they speak about, that the Quran is fantastic, the Quran is amazing, it is not really what it is. It's a mix of languages, and it's mix of foreign words. As an example, the word Injil, Tabut, Qalam, Noon, Al-Qalamu wa ma yasturun. You know, if we go to the chapter of there is tons of chapters actually. Like if we ask the Muslims what they mean, they will say to you, only Allah knows. What do you mean Allah knows? You know, the funny, the Quran says that we made it pure Arabic so you can understand, but yet the Muslims cannot understand their Quran, and there's thousands of interpretation for the Quran, and still Muslims don't agree about the meaning of a verse in the Quran. Why Allah He sent the Quran in a pure Arabic? So you might understand, but did the Arab understand? Obviously not. And this is a very clear proof that there's a failure here, because if you Muslim they want to say to me the Quran is very hard, top language, well, that's a failure if this is true. However, it's failure again, even if it's not true. Why? Because the proof, people could not understand it, for it is weak and it is rubbish and it's mixed up. There is no connection between. Here we go. And we send this is as a pure Arabic. Okay, so what we get from this? Still people don't understand, you know. Look what the Quran in this verse saying in chapter 41 verse number 44. If we made the Quran foreign tongue, they will say, we wish if he made it Arabic and clear. Read it. Alright, had we sent this as a Quran in the language others than Arabic, they would say, why are not the verses explained in details? Alright, So if Allah sent it in foreign language, they will not understand. So he had to send it in Arabic. And supposedly Arabic will make them understand, but still they could not understand. And until now, the Muslims cannot understand the Quran. And there's tons of verses, they have no idea what it's mean. And actually, even the Quran itself says that there is a big part of the Quran nobody understand. But yet we just saw the Quran saying that this is a book, we send it in clear details to make it clear. But the Quran confirm that there is a huge part of the Quran nobody knows what they mean, save Allah. Alright? And this is the verse in front of you, chapter 3, verse number 7. So the Quran is so powerful to the point nobody understand it, and that amazing power, an amazing powerful book. That is very funny and very weird. Imagine I write a book and you buy it from me. You go to Amazon, you purchase my book, and then you send me a review says your book is amazing to the point I could not understand anything. That's really amazing, isn't it? So obviously they could not understand the book, and the book is very confusing. And not only people at that time noticed, even the one who was writing the Quran, he said, well, you know what? There is a big part of the Quran nobody knows what it's mean, and its meaning is hiding, as he translates here in the Quran. What its mean is hiding? I thought the Quran is to teach us. What do you mean that this book have a lot of things as hard to understand? And those things which are very hard to understand and nobody understand, and by the way it says, and nobody understand save Allah. Nobody understand them save Allah. So what the point of sending the no one, read me, but no one knows its hiding meaning except Allah. This is very simple reason to say. I mean, the reason of this to say, because Muhammad was stealing from others and copying from others, so he do not know what they mean. So don't ask me. I have no idea. Like, hey, Prophet, what Azar mean? I don't know. Only Allah knows. So he come with this story of only Allah knows because simply he do not know what is the real meaning, for he is copying it from others. And this is a different story. Maybe we can talk about it in our coming Arabic class. Please subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe, inform your friends. Our channel is going to be not only to teach you Arabic, but it's going to teach you culture, history, logical, and you will know a lot about the Middle East and about the Arab culture and about what Arabic is about for real. We are not going to make things, let us say, with makeup. We will give you things as it is, and this is the best way to learn. Subscribe. Thank you very much. Share with your friends. God bless.